How to quit addictions with self-improvement. No BS. We're going to be talking about addictions, bad habits, stuff that you want to take control of, but you just feel like you can't. We're going to get into it. What's up, guys? DC, back with another video. This is going to be another mental health video. This is everything. I mean, we're going to be talking about bad addictions. This is stuff that everybody goes through, whether it's, people go through gambling, people have alcohol addictions, weed, all sorts of drugs. People have technology addictions, people are just they have sex addictions, porn addictions, you name it. Let me start by giving you guys some of my insight on my personal addictions and how I defeated them. I cured them completely, and I will tell you 100% exactly how. First off, I had a very bad weed addiction, and the second thing was technology addiction. Those two things, and they also complemented each other. Misery loves company, and I will tell you, when you have one addiction, it's very, very easy to just stack it on top of another and then just forget that it's even hurting yourself, right? So you have to be aware of what you're actually doing to yourself. Most people just passively, autopilot through life, and you really have to be aware of what you're doing with your body. The first thing is that you have to get 100% real with yourself. Right now, if you have an addiction that you want to 100% just straight up quit, like day one, let's get into it. Okay, I want you to do me a favor. Go into your local bathroom, whatever, the nearest mirror, and just look at yourself straight in the eyes and tell yourself, I am going to quit. I am going to be serious with quitting my addiction, and tell yourself, I believe in myself. That is one of the most important things, is believing in yourself. If you think that you're not gonna quit, you're not gonna quit, because most addictions are just psychological. You think that you need something when you actually literally don't. If you didn't need it most of your life, like something like, like a drug addiction that you just picked up like last year or something, obviously you don't need it. So it's all psychological. People think they need an addiction that they obviously don't. That's just one part of it. You also want to hold yourself accountable, and you do this best by telling the loved ones around you, the people that actually care most about you, parents, family, close friends, and they will help hold you accountable to ending your addiction. Especially when people are in a bad mental space going through addictions that can actually ruin their lives. You definitely want to make sure that you have those people to open up to. At a last resort, if you really don't have anybody, then go to therapy. But my last video talked about why you really shouldn't go to therapy, and I did talk about all the other options to it, so check that out. Anyway, next step is you want to understand your problem, and you use this best through Maslow's hierarchy, which I've talked about before. I'm going to briefly bring it up here. You just want to understand that if there's something that's missing in a bottom portion of your overall well-being, then you cannot progress further above the pyramid. You actually need to fulfill all the base levels before you can transcend up towards the top of the pyramid. If you have any sort of addiction, 99% of the time, it's because something here is lacking, which you are then replacing with that addiction. So, solving the problem, you first want to identify the problem. What are you missing in your life that if you had, then you would not need this addiction? So for many addictions, it's self-esteem, right? That's what we're trying to feel out of something. Once you know what's missing, you know where to begin, right? So that's where you start, guys. Next step, what I really genuinely benefited from was distracting myself. This is the number one thing. You can't just tell yourself, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. You're going to be more intrinsically motivated to do it. You're going to feel a strong subconscious need to just do that thing that you don't want to do. So what do you do instead? You distract yourself. Distract yourself with good habits, positive, healthy things instead. For example, instead of all the computer time that I was spending, all the time I was smoking weed, doing absolutely nothing productive, I decided to go watch videos about how to make money instead. Or I decided to go outside and play basketball with my friends. I decided to go to the gym. That was a good habit that I replaced with the bad habits. I narrowed down the time that I was spending on my bad habits, incrementally, of course, because I didn't just do it overnight. I would do 8 hours of technology, then 6, then 4, you know what I mean, and so on over time, because you can't just get used to it instantly, just like that, of course. I was able to develop a passion for the good habits that is stronger than my passion for the bad habits. And then I realized these two most important terms right now, which I'm about to tell you guys: instant gratification versus delayed gratification. Those two different terms are like yin and yang, okay? Instant gratification is just stuff that will have no benefit to you in the future, in the near future, later future. It'll only be a crutch for you in the future. Pretty much all bad addictions are instant gratification when you really think about it. Something that is pleasurable within the current moment, but actually has no value to you afterwards when the moment has died down. What do? You first off understand the importance of delayed gratification. Understand that you are hurting yourself very significantly for your overconsumption and overindulgence in instant gratification, and you need to make the conscious decision to switch to activities that have delayed gratification within them. Start lifting weights more, actually start exercising more, go right now, do 30 push-ups, do 20, do 10. If you can't do 10, do 5. Do something. Start today. You need to get the momentum going yourself. That's the only way it goes. That brings me to my next point. Start right now. You do not wait. The longer you wait, the more and more and more you tell yourself tomorrow, or yeah, I'll quit whenever. No, you can't. And this is another thing. Everybody says, oh, I can quit whenever. Okay, start right now. I don't want to quit now. I'll quit soon. When soon? Okay? You have to have a specific date. I cannot stress this enough. It's so important to have a specific date for when you're going to quit this, when you're going to cut back on this, and you actually do it. That's you telling your brain, look, I am in charge, motherfucker. I do what I do, and when I want to improve, I improve. That is the bottom line. That's how you take control of your mind, and that's how you quit bad addictions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like on the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.